Hey everyone, I thought I would give you a snapshot of Flipgrid. I just learned about this educational tool and I think it has a lot of potential and it doesn't seem very buggy. So this is, from what I can understand, built by Microsoft. However, when you go to post things on it, it actually asks if you'd like to post it to your Google Classroom. So Microsoft has built a tool that talks with Google and it works pretty well, or at least so far so good. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to sign up for this. This is completely free. It hasn't asked me for a premium membership. I don't see anything that's hidden. It looks to be just a great educational tool. So you're going to want to go to this educator sign up. I already have that, so I'm going to log in. I just logged in with my Google account here. All right, and like I said, I'm very new to this, so I've made 2 grids so far, and I'm going to ask for a new one. So the whole idea behind this is that you create these grids, which are a topic, or kind of like in Google Classroom, you have your classes, and then you can post questions to them. That's kind of how this grid feels, but this is not a replacement for Google Classroom at all. This is kind of like a tool add-in for Google Classroom that you can use alongside it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new grid, and I'll show you how that works. I'm going to make a public one, and I'm going to leave it open in case you want to try it out and voice a response. So I'll just put this, hello world, and we'll make this public. You can protect this. See if that one's available. It is not. Hello World 1, there we go. So you can protect this, so when you're like, if you clicked on your student emails, all you have to do is put in the domain. So like everything at the end of your email address, so like my email address is cbancroft@mapsnet.org, I would just write @mapsnet.org. And that allows them to say, hey, anybody that's talking from this domain, go ahead and let them in. So you can kind of restrict that. If your school doesn't have that domain restriction, you can create a student list of IDs. I haven't played with that one too much, or you can do what I just did and you can share it with the Flipgrid network and the world. So I'm going to create that, and this is the link right here that you can use to join the grid that I just created. I'll leave that open for forever if you want to try it out. So I'll leave that there for a second. It's flipgrid.com/hello world 1. All right, so I'm going to go to next. Just remember that. You might have to go back in the video. All right, and then it says add a password. Not going to add a password to it, but it's nice to have the option to put that password in there just for an extra little security there. So first of all, anyone with the Flipgrid code can join, and new videos on the grid, view it, videos on the grid, and they have to have a Microsoft or Google account to still record. So I think everybody in the world has a Microsoft or Google account, probably both. So let's click next. All right, so here is the grid. It's all ready to go, set up, bingo. And now we're going to create a topic. So the first one's already there. It just says hello grid, and it's got this topic pin. So we're going to add a new topic inside of the grid that we created. And I'm just going to put this as the hello world. And this is really cool. So you can limit the amount of time that people are able to record. So I'll give you guys a 30 seconds. And then I've got a question. This is the same question that I posed my students just for them to test it out, because it's kind of it's a paradox. So it's fun. I want to see what their thoughts are on it. So give me your thoughts on this paradox here. And then it also allows us to add in a bunch of other products. So you can add in emojis, you could record a video. Maybe I should try that. I'd be recording a video inside of a video. That might be too much. All right, you can put in a Kahoot here. So there's a ton of things that we can add in. Ooh, I'm a big fan of Nearpod. So it looks like it has a lot of materials for us to add in. So okay, so let's go ahead and create this topic. And it's going to ask us, and this is the cool part, so we can embed this. So if you're using HTML and you want to put this in your website, you can certainly embed. They'll give you the embedded copy. You can put it in the Google Classroom. I clicked on this. This seems to be a little bug, but maybe it's because I'm using Explorer and I'm not using Google Chrome, which they suggested. I'm having some fits with Google Chrome right now, so I'm just not using it. But maybe that's why that bug exists. I'll click on it, see what happens. Oh, it did work this time. So it pulls up Google Classroom, and I can choose my class. So I already posted one to my 7th hour class. You can choose the action, same as you would do in creating an assignment or something in Google Classroom. So let's create material, and then I can click go. And I'm not going to do that, but then actually it should take me to the message. Yep, it does. So now I could create the assignment. It's already got the link posted in here. I could put in a topic if I wanted to, and then we could hit post. So I've already done that. I'm not going to create that. But for you guys, you're going to want to copy this URL down that says it's https://flipgrid.com, and then that's /1CE7DA24. And so you could actually copy and paste this and give it to students as well. And it doesn't look like you can edit it, but it's simple enough that you could throw it up into a bit.ly if you really wanted to not use it in Google Classroom and maybe put it on top of a student's paper assignment. You could easily turn this link into a bit.ly. And then of course, there's always a QR code for them as well. So if you bring your own device school, you could just put that QR code on there and students can scan it. So I'm going to click all set. So this topic is good to go. You just need to go to that URL that we just described, that 1CE7DA. And when you do that, it's going to add you in, and then you'll be able to share the video. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to go to my Google Classroom. So let's assume that we just posted that to a Google Classroom. This is what it looks like for the student. So I put it under my Tools tab, and I just put help to get some attention. Maybe that wasn't the best thing in the world. Anyway, it says, I'm looking at using a new educational resource. Please follow the link to sign in with your school Google account and respond. So I'm going to click on this link that's all set up here. And so normally that would just say, hey, follow the link. It brings the student to this screen here, and it says, okay, log in with Google. All right, and then I have to choose, there it is. Awesome, so it's brought us right to this this Flipgrid that I've set up for my students, and now they get a chance to read the question. This is really cool. If you have students who can't read, or maybe you're working with a younger group, they haven't gotten to that point yet, you can actually do the immersive reader and it will read it to them. There's a play button down there, and it works very well. So then they get to scroll down, and then they can add in a response. So let's see if I can add in a response. I can. My computer's not allowing Adobe. There it goes, block the video. I'm assuming this is done on a Chromebook. Video popped up before I even hit allow. Assuming this is done on like a Chromebook, it'll be a little more fluid because it is suggesting that we use Google for this browser when we're working off of that Google Classroom. All right, so now the kids will see the video pop up, and you can see me. Hi. They'll just record their video. Oh, I'm recording video inside a video. Dream come true. All right, so they can respond to this question, and then when they're done, you can see the timer at the bottom. When they're done, they're going to hit the next. All right, so we'll move on, and then it says to take a selfie. So they'll get a chance to take a selfie for their profile picture of just that answer the question, selfie taken. They can edit it if they want. I'm sure this is a big time waster here, but whatever, it'll be fun. But maybe in future versions, they'll have the option for the teachers to lock this down just in case you want to make it real quick. All right, so now uploading the video, they can title their response if they want. I'm assuming they could add in a link if they wanted to as well. Like maybe they want to cite something else, but that should be good for us. So I'm going to hit submit. And then on my end, I'm just about to get an email on my phone. Yep, there it is. And I'm going to go back to my Flipgrid account, and I need to refresh this. All right, so you can see that the Hello World one popped up. No one's responded to the video yet because I'm still making it. But my 7th grade one now has 2 videos because they're both mine that I submitted. And you can see if I go into the topic, both of those videos would be down here. And here's the one that I just posted, and we can view this. So once you get the question set up, the students can have a really good, pause, we don't want to hear me anymore. The students can have a really awesome way to have a voice response back rather than like writing a question. This is a pretty awesome tool. I hope you can find some use for it and try to answer that that question that I had on here. Just try out Flipgrid for yourself. If you're self-conscious, don't worry about it. I'm not going to share this with anybody, but I'll put let's see if I can put that link back up there for you. Flip code, view as student. Here's the link right here. It's the flipgrid.com, and it'll take you right to here. And then you should be able to add in your response. All right, good luck, and I hope this was useful for you.